So I did like automotive photography for a couple years, and I did car shows, which they're fun, but like then I shot one drift event and I was like, oh my God, this is way cooler. So I did drift photography for like 2 or 3 years, and I was like, I could not do that, like that's scary, that's crazy. And then I decided, let me try some donuts in a car, and I had a 2012 50, like crazy, crazy nice car, but I was like, I'm gonna try it in that. Loved it, just didn't love the amount of money that platform was worth. So yeah, I would say like just through photography and then slowly getting into it by starting out with donuts. So my page, I primarily try to showcase that you can do this alone as a woman. So I tow my own rig, with my own trailer. A lot of times I go completely alone to events. So I'm in the suit, changing my own tires, but it's just a showcase that you don't need someone to do this. I originally started drifting, like I said, in my 2012 50, and then I was like, oh my gosh, this is a really expensive car. I'm gonna wreck it into a wall. And I sold that within 2 days of listing it. And then I got a G35 sedan because it was like the cheap 350Z. And I was like, I'm gonna wreck this thing, so I should probably go really cheap. Drifted that for like 6 months, hated it. Wanted to quit drifting because it just I wasn't happy, I wasn't having fun. I put it up for sale, sold it pretty fast, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna get into like a Mustang again, whatever, I'm gonna quit drifting. This was posted as like trade for 350Z, so it came up when I was listing mine. I was like, oh my God, I want that car. So it was in Detroit, Michigan, which was like a 6-hour drive for me. And the dude had it listed. I did overpay a little bit, I'm not even gonna lie, but I wanted it. And I said, send me a video of it starting. And he did, and it was like, you know, the chop from the cams. And I was like, I will see you in 2 days with cash in hand. Got this, it's just a 4.62 valve with like a baby cam that's not even in production anymore. Stock headers, so the cams don't really do much other than make it sound cool. 410 gears, which is what makes it look like I have more horsepower, but I'm sitting at about 170 horsepower and like right at 200 torque. Very low numbers. Yeah, so that's kind of the story on this car. It's pretty simple. There's not a lot done to make it drift. I just welded the diff this year, but I've been on a stock LSD for 2 years. The first time like my family ever got a Mustang was 2004. My dad bought a brand new 2005 right off the showroom floor with like 20 miles on it. V6 automatic, which I get mad at him all the time for, but it was still a Mustang, and that's where I started. And that goes back to show, like, even if all you can afford is a V6 automatic Mustang, it's still worth buying because look at where that car's gotten me today. So yeah, I would say my dad was like pretty much the person that got me into these cars. Tonight at Pitts, we are drifting, and I'm super excited that like I get to be out here, even though it's parking lot. It is super fun, and I'm excited to do ride-alongs and take everybody. So yeah, we're gonna be doing some drifting and then burnout comp and then maybe more drifting after. I mean, you know, in any automotive scene, especially, like, I will say, I think that Mustang is primarily, like, there's a lot of women in Mustangs and a lot of women fan base there. So if you're a woman that wants to drift a Mustang, there's plenty of us out here. But drifting in general, just find the girl group that is around you, and we build each other up, we support each other, and that's the best thing. So don't be afraid, just do it.